Hi, I'm Sheila L. Haidt, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about this week's astrology. And finally, after what seemed like forever, one of the most torturous Mercury retrogrades has passed. As of 3:30 this morning, East Coast time, Mercury went direct. I would give it a good 2 or 3 days to settle down because this one was one of the most intense ones I've experienced in a long time. And from what I'm hearing from other people, it's the same all around. So, what did the Mercury retrograde bring us? Well, it brought us an opportunity to review. And it's in the sign, it ended in the sign Leo, it started in the sign Leo. Leo rules the heart. Leo rules our creative expression. So it gave us a chance to take a look, because Mercury is information, to take a look at what we have come to believe in our hearts. Is it what we know, Mercury, or is it what we believe, Leo? If it's what we know, how do we know what we know? Research is one of the things that's really important with Mercury retrograde. So one of the things we've had to do was research in real time. That is, as things happened, as our lives kept moving, as experiences occurred, we had to really stop and take a few minutes and take a look at what value does this belief or this thought have in my life? Or what value does this action or activity have for me? It's been a really impactful 3.5 weeks. It'll be another 2 or 3 days before things begin to calm down. And then it'll be a total of 2 weeks before things get back to some semblance of order. So your job is to take it slowly and carefully, but to understand that you are now unobstructed by Mercury. It's moving in a direct fashion. Just keep your eyes focused on what you want and remember the rules, Mercury, for how to get there. Another thing that happened today, and remember that these aspects that I speak of have a tendency, not only a tendency, but they take about 5 to 7 days. 3 days to reach the peak and 3 days to release the energy. So the buildup, the peak of the energy, and then the release. So today is definitely no different. Today, the planet Venus, which rules many things, including relationships, rules value, especially self-value, it rules balance, it rules equilibrium, and Venus rules healing and money as well. Venus also rules joy, pleasure, and gifts. So Venus is together, we call it conjunct, the planet Jupiter, which rules luck and blessings and expansion. So you've got Venus, what I want, what I desire, what I like, together with luck, anything could happen. Also together with expansion, wow. It started out, I wanted a little something, and by the time I got there, it was a big something. So take a look at how you look at getting what you want and what you expect to get from what you want. When Jupiter is in together with Venus, you have to be careful not to overindulge, especially with comfort foods. If there's any kind of stress in your life, be very careful that you don't overindulge in the indulgence of comfort foods. Also, don't overindulge in spending, especially on gifts or on jewelry or purses, anything decorative, because that's Venus too. Enjoy in moderation the bounties of life. Venus and Jupiter together, perfect for a party, perfect for treating yourself well, but treating yourself well also means that you're not going to allow yourself to keep moving forward in a way that gets in the way of your progress. What do I mean by that? Let's stop overindulging. Let's try a little bit of balance in what we do and watch our process grow what we want, as opposed to having to sort of wrestle with, oops, I overdid it there. So the next thing we have to deal with is Thursday. Thursday is the day of Jupiter. It's a Jupiter day. So this is another expansive day simply because it's a Thursday. And the planet Mercury, you know, the one that just went direct, communication, is in a positive working aspect to Mars. And that's called a sextile. It's an opportunity aspect that if you work it, you can have it. So your mind, your thoughts, your plans are in a working aspect with Mars, your actions, your activities. Plan your plans and then begin working your plans, step at a time, a step at a time, a step at a time. You can really accomplish something over the next 3 or 4 weeks if you move forward that way. So that's the news for now. Enjoy being out of Mercury retrograde jail and enjoy rejoicing with Venus and Jupiter. Take care. Bye.